And we're back.
Psycho Mantis.
That's right. It's more of Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, it's fine. Play the game. I think this is the one we were doing. Yeah. So, Clint, you tell me you have to get ready for work. I question you, why were you sending me reels so late when you're on a school night? Well, I remember how to do most of this. Cool. I think most of the controls are on the right trigger. It has been probably too long since I've done this. High jump, yep. Barge attack. Rat attack. Roll. War swipe. Wait, then what's the top thing? What's the barge attack? Beak barge, okay. Egg firing, press Y. Beak bomb, jump in the air, and then press the trigger. Press right on the right stick. Alright. Yeah. Bottles, what are you doing here? Bottles? Bottles! I don't know how far into this game I am. We did a thing here. We went to Treasure Trove Cove. Banker's Cavern we went to. I activated this. It'll be wild when I eventually do Banjo-Tooie. Because I know Banjo-Tooie keeps all the moves that Banjo-Kazooie get, and then adds more. And it's like, wow, I know the N64 controller had a lot of buttons, but... Okay, I have been here, I remember this. What's down here? Golden feather there. I don't think I went this deep. Oh, that's not good. Piranha water. That's still water. Alright. So I'm gonna need some kind of method of getting through there. What do we got here? I talked to you. You know, my extended interactions with Grunty's sister. Okay, so that's what I need. My extended interactions with Grunty's sister suggest that maybe the sister is the problem. Maybe she just bullied Grunty too much. You never know. $260, I have $289. It is funny to me how everybody seems to hate Kazooie. Curious. What's up here? Okay. Another spider web. Oh, it's you again. It's creative insults, I'll give him that. You might need to go to counseling, though. Oh, I don't have a key for that. What was the red feather control? Say. Hmm. That was just mean. That also means there's nothing out here for me then. Hmm. What about the other direction? Alright, so I've missed something. Oh, switch. Did I open a new level? I feel like I did. And the question would be like, where is it? Well, that wasn't helpful. There's something new. Gonna take a lot of pieces, but I've got them. Where's the jigsaw, though? you have anything useful to say? Click clockwood. Yeah, I don't think that was intended. Doesn't look like there's anything here to let me do this yet. Maybe I need to unlock it. So Treasure Trove Cove we already went to. Although doing this will give me the opportunity to remember how to do the flying. Damn. That is not necessarily the best idea to have the activation of the invincibility, which requires a thing on the camera control. Okay, so it's as simple as that, you just jump. Got it. There. Was this just a cauldron? I could do with some of those after I've wasted the ones that I had. That probably really hurt. Banker's Cavern, we went in there. Pretty sure we went through there, but let's go through there again. Here we go, Bubble Gloop Swamp. This is something new. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go do a level. I hope I remember the way back to that area. Left, I think. And then just straight ahead. Yeah, this is it. Excellent. We're in. It only took 25 minutes. One new move. Bottles, you're starting to tease me. Hey, Panda. Yeah. I've been up since 4:30. Oh, there's Bottles. The wading boots. Let's go grab a player. Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm getting less new moves with every subsequent area. Which isn't really a bad thing. But it does mean that the start of the game's kind of front-loaded with excitement. What does this do? Amazing. Well, it looks like I stumbled across another Jiggy while I was trying to find the first one. Yeah. Get it. Just like they always said I would. Alright, let's try and get that one I was actually after. Directly above. Careful. Careful. Haha. Alright, let's go and get the stuff that I walked past. One of you. One of the Mumbo tokens. And deal with you. Over there. Alright. I guess we're going down. Kazooie got lag. Wonder what's back here. No dawdling. Hey, what's the timer on this one? Uh-oh. First try. It's probably not healthy for Kazooie to eat those. No. Alright. Doing this again. Go! Two. And this is where we left off, so fresh set. Oh, Mumbo Jumbo. I honestly started to wonder if you were even in any more of this game. An alligator? The value of this is... Talking to the big alligator maybe? Elevator. Hello, father. It's me, your son. Just gonna go inside you now. Alright. This is a lot closer than I expected. That was far closer than I would have expected. This wasn't part of the deal. So he's faster than me, so I have to hope for a convenient sequence of them to gain an advantage. How do you call that a win? It was a draw. Really close. Hmm. God damn it. Man, the fact that I still won that. Didn't want to talk to you again. Alright. That's probably all I want to do is the crocodile. And back to normal. Well, bye. Let's get out of here. Just made it. Man, it used to work in Mario. Really? I missed one? Alright, that's better. Let's go and get some health back. Oh, I already destroyed that one? Alright. Oh, cool. And I know where that is. That direction. Really thought that would end up being just 3. Yeah, boy. That was a fall that just went increasingly wrong. Are you kidding me? I've got to do this again? Lame. Mumbo token. Now let's climb up there again. There were some boots to explore down there. Perfect. Figure out where that is. Oh, I want to do that. There they are. I can't get any of these because Kazooie's legs are too long. Okay. That's awkward. You sound better from the way you're reacting. Tank top, you say? And I notice you've left your mouth open. Yeah, I'll go in there in a minute. Hmm. Alright, let's see what that is. It's a big egg. Well, just like Senator Armstrong always said, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. That's not how that went. Making the mother of all omelettes here, you can't fret over every egg. Ta-da-ba! Excellent. And away we go. Go faster, Kazooie. Oh hey, it's Tip Top. Remember when Rare was planning to make their own cinematic universe? Hey, Flame. I lose health for that? Yeah, when Rare was trying to make their own cinematic universe, began with their version of the Justice League, which was, of course, Diddy Kong Racing, using Diddy Kong as a starting off point, and they only managed to get games for 2 of the characters. In all seriousness, no, I always loved the idea of seeing the characters from Diddy Kong Racing reappear in other stuff, like Tip Top in this. I wasn't paying attention. Middle, purple, light blue. How you doing, Flame? I got a lot more complicated all of a sudden. I also don't like that they have 2 blues and 2 purples. Red, blue, yellow, red, yellow, cyan, pink. So red, blue, yellow. Red, cyan, pink. Red, yellow, cyan, pink. There we go. She'll never know, Clem. I'm not even gonna get anything from doing this anymore. This is just for fun. Why are you over there on your own? How's school, Clem? Why were you up late on a school night? Feathers. I know you were, because here's the fun thing. I was awake when you sent me that reel. See you later, Clem. You have a good day at work. I haven't checked this. Just eggs. Okay. Don't know where that last alligator's gone. That seems like it could get annoying really quickly. So I don't know how to get that stuff under there without using a gold feather, maybe, but I'd burn through them really quickly. Do it for the Jingo, maybe? Because at least I know that's the last one and I'll get a, There you are, you son of a bitch. Yeah, that's near the turtle. Yeah. They still can't really get under there. What is going on with that? Oh, that might be a hitbox issue with... But... No, I can't get under there regardless. Something I missed up here that'd be useful? Doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure those are the last few notes that I need as well. No, you just can't get under there. There's got to be something to this. A way to raise it? It's gotta be. And do this very carefully. Well, that didn't work. Did I get anything out of going there? Gotta be something somewhere. Possibly hidden in one of the swamp corners. This area did seem like it had oddly less than other areas. Anything else? Yeah, that doesn't do anything anymore. Nothing there. Like, it's gotta be this. It wouldn't make any sense to have this here otherwise, but I can't get underneath any of them. Really annoying, because that's the last few things I want. Alright. We're gonna run an ad. And we'll come back, we'll either figure this out or not. We'll be right back. And we're back. Alright. So I looked it up. And it turns out the crocodile form isn't hurt by the swamp water. So that's how we're supposed to do it. Which I guess you could make sense of, given that they talk about Banjo's feet being the problem they have. Like, whatever the creatures are in the swamp. If I'd slipped into the swamp water earlier as the crocodile, I would have figured that out. But no, I've slipped into it plenty of times, not as the crocodile. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, there it is. Which I guess is the intended way of getting, like, the majority of the stuff that's just in the swamp water. Would I stream Diddy Kong Racing? Probably not. Because I know I wouldn't finish it. The concept of it's fun, and like a racing game with a significant amount of single-player content, great. Especially back in the day. But I never enjoyed the whole thing of, like, do every race in a specific theme, then fight the boss, then, like, race the boss, and then do every race again, but get 8 coins while doing it, and that felt like busy work. I never enjoyed doing it. And then race the boss again. I was always like, that's not something I enjoy. I do really enjoy the game itself, though. Oh. I didn't think this would happen. Huh. Yeah, I enjoyed the game itself, though. A bunch of the courses are really fun. I love the concepts of multiple vehicles in a car racer like that. Which I think is the real way of adding longevity to the tracks. Having the tracks with the multiple vehicle choices. I think that's a really fun idea. Not the right way. You know, with the eyes being on top of the head like that and being able to see the back of the eyeball, I can think of Croc. It could be a legitimate question to ask, who remembers Croc? But the Croc remaster did come out, I think, last year. So I think a bunch of people now, if they've forgotten Croc, do remember Croc. I'd like if there was a switch in here to raise the gate. Yeah, never played much of Croc. I had the demo when I was younger, I don't think we ever had the full game. And as much as I dabble in... Oh, shit. As much as I dabble in retro stuff. I've never really had a whole lot of interest in going back to playthrough Croc. I could do it for stream at some point, but there's a lot of other stuff I'd be down for before then. The year of PlayStation would have been the time to do it. The year of PlayStation would have been the time to do a lot of things, though. Alright, let's go get the boots. Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing's great. I think its biggest problem, more than anything else, was that the majority of the game needed to be unlocked to play in multiplayer. Which I think as a multiplayer game definitely put it below Mario Kart 64. And it wasn't an easy game to do. And unlike a lot of games at that time, it didn't. I don't recall it having cheats to unlock the tracks or anything. Excellent, I know where that is. Easy Peak. Like, I think Crash Team Racing's probably a good comparison. Crash Team Racing had its whole adventure mode. Crash Team Racing had its whole adventure mode, so it had a bunch of its own single-player content for you to do if you were on your own. And you didn't have any siblings to play the game with or whatever. And friends weren't always around to play the game with you. But, if I recall correctly, Crash Team Racing also had like 4 cups just available for multiplayer. And a bunch of characters, plus cheats. So, like, if you wanted the stuff to play for multiplayer, it wasn't a huge deal. Okay, so we blew the top off of that, but I don't know how I'm getting in there. Rain. Alright. Hey, this is odd. 3 children, but only pictures of 2 of them. Someone's playing favorites. Alright. We're not going to be able to get back up here anytime soon. Oh, there he is. I'll be right with you, pal. Really expected that to work. I'm confused why standing on the bear has ice physics. There we go. Oh, it's probably too cold for me. That'd be a lesson to you. Yep, there it is. Mushroom? Oh, Christmas lights. Why is hitting these things such a problem? No. I'm a present, give me to someone sad. Okay, what am I aiming for with this? Try this again. Be a star. So climbing up was a good idea. Okay, 1, 2. 3. I really think my first thought of going and climbing the tree was like the intelligent thought. Anyway. That's one. So yeah, Banjo first appeared in Diddy Kong Racing. Along with Tip Top, who... like we saw the Tip Top choir. Conker, who got his own game. I feel like Pipsy was in something. Timber was supposed to be the main character of Diddy Kong Racing, I believe, until they added Diddy Kong to it. And then Crunch came with the Diddy Kong edition, being a Kremlin. While I'm flying, launch Kazooie like a missile. But Kazooie's the one flying. Well, of course you realize this means war. Okay. It goes off target very quickly. God damn it. These are just the things you gotta deal with when you're playing a Nintendo 64 game. Seriously. I'm getting fucking annoyed. Hell. While we're doing this, let's see what those targets are on that giant snowman. Yeah. Another present over there. And that should be a full health restore. Perfect. Surprised I was able to make it all the way up without using Kazooie. He's got a pipe. Jinjo? There's a slide over there. But first, what if we go up? I really hope he doesn't blink. What value is there to me to flying from here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. I think I want to use the flying to use the beak bomb on Foggy. Huh. Here we go. You know what? It's probably not the beak bomb, is it? It's probably that sled. Alright. Let's go. I like the texture on this scarf. I do still want to try and get into that pipe. I was expecting it to be another area. That makes things simpler for me. Absolute cinema. Dude, don't you have kids waiting for you? Alright, you little buggers. Presents. Now, which one of you got the Nintendo 64? 1998. It's a good year to get a Nintendo 64 for Christmas. Remember when I used to be excited about gaming? Hey, Star. Let's go see Mumbo. He's probably going to give me something that I can use to go in the water. Pretty sure I'm expected to fly over that. How you doing, Star? Just getting settled at work? Excellent. Well, I probably need to be something that isn't a bear to talk to this guy. I feel like there's a bunch of this level that I'm missing. What do you got for me, Mumbo? 15 for this one. A walrus. Should be able to go in the water now, though. Oh, there's a ginger. Three. Where could the other two be? Yeah, I remember being excited about the possibility of, like, and getting a new console at Christmas. All the new games you could be playing on it. What a time to be alive. I finish exploring the water. I'll make sure I've got all of the musical notes from in there. Yeah, nothing around there. Yeah, again, it makes me feel like there's a full area of this level that I'm missing. Hello. A smelly brown bear and his ugly bird. There we go. I'm gonna need to come back as regular Banjo to get that one. Oh, hey. Can't believe this walrus form with these two sharp tusks has no means of defending itself. Thought this would be a bigger area. Guess that's everything for walrus, though. The guy from Tusk? I think the biggest part of that would be like, oh, what's a human doing here? Well, it's only a life on there. Yeah, I don't think wellies would really help that. Alright, sled race? No? I'm definitely surprised, but there it is. Alright. Well, that was unfortunate. Don't you have kids to look after? Alright, back to the walrus, I guess. I could have done a lot of stuff in this level, but I feel like I've got less than 5 Jiggys. Alright. Walrus time. Wait a minute. There we go. And now we know where the last one is. Let's go. I will say though, games before game developers really understood that you would like to go faster. Yep, sure. Try to punch me there? Whoa, hey. This also feels like it's going to end up being quite tight. Okay, jumping up inclines is definitely a better idea. He says he needs to race somebody his own size. I don't think his size worked the way it should have. Like, it probably should have been a thing of like, okay, he'll go down slopes faster, but we'll have a harder time with inclines. And it really seemed like it was the opposite. Okay, we're on 7, so I'm missing 3 Jiggys. Could they be? We get the last Jinjo, that'll be one of them. Another race in bear form, perhaps? He is back there. Okay, clearly I'm supposed to have a power-up here that I don't have access to yet. Yeah, I have no way of doing that without whatever that power-up is. That's probably a Jiggy. Okay. What is that? Definitely something specifically here. Secret key of stop and swap? Ah. So it was added in for the Xbox version. Alright. Thank you, sir. It's not really the secret key of stop and swap, Star. I trusted you. And we're out. Hmm. Yeah, I know what stop and swap is. They weren't able to implement it in the N64 version, but they did add it into the Xbox version. Wasn't aware DK64 was supposed to have it as well. The concept's interesting. I'm not getting there in time. Yeah, the concept's interesting. Kind of like, Knuckles in Sonic 2. Some sort of crossover with an earlier game with a later game. It's an interesting concept. Their intention for it was always kind of like, this seems like it could cause problems. The idea being that you would swap out your N64 cartridges while the system was turned on. Like, bit late you to say that. Awesome. Bobby's Valley? Excellent. I know where that is. The supposed nice sister. Shit. There's a tunnel over there, but I don't think I can do anything with it yet. Unless I came in here as the crocodile form. A lot of backtracking though, and very slow. But yeah, I've heard that the stop and swap feature was scrapped because of technical limitations. There was a later revision of the N64 that reduced the amount of time. The idea was like the memory would be held in RAM for like 12 seconds on the original model of the N64, and then one of the later revisions reduced that to like 2 seconds. So they scrapped it. But from what I'm aware, the stop and swap feature was re-implemented for the Xbox 360 remake. So you're supposed to be able to do stop and swap on both games. Definitely walk back. This was back this way, wasn't it? Here we go. Oh, it's her again. Another move coming up. But I think we're going to run an ad, and then we'll come back and we'll explore this world. We had that last time.
Become my soul reaver.
That's better. And we're back. It is raining. Which is good because the country desperately needs water. What are you? Water. Oh, I'm not walking through that. A magic carpet? Careful. No. What an odd area. Excellent. Is it really fair that, like, 3.5 seconds of that was the cutscene showing me this door opening? Yet I can't move through. What's the value of being in here? Gotcha. was that? Bada bing! First try. Later, hater. There's a camel over there. Okay. You have to be as careful doing this. Okay. Ah, shit. You know, I appreciate they make you jump so high for that flight. So you're only wasting... God fucking damn it. You're only wasting one feather to get out. I know bottles. What the hell? Why am I having such a hard time with this? Perfect. Oh boy. Are you excited for the return of Star Wars month next year, Star? Got some interesting stuff lined up for it. Some of which I've never done before. Which is kind of a clear giveaway that a bunch of the stuff I'm planning for Star Wars month next year is modern releases. Everything deserves a chance, even if it's developed by Ubisoft. That's not true. It's really not true. Ubisoft stuff doesn't deserve a chance anymore. Oh, that was the wrong way. Nice. Like I said before, like I'm not gonna do any more Ubisoft stuff on PC. I'm not gonna buy any more Ubisoft games on PC because the Ubisoft Connect thing is just so far beyond worth dealing with. So I got Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition on PS4 and PS5. And then streamed it. And the Ubisoft Connect bullshit was all over it, even on PS5. And it's like, it's so unnecessary. I bet you there's still a bunch of stuff in that maze. Like there was a bunch of specific points because Beyond Good and Evil is primarily a stealth game. So it's important to always be aware of your surroundings, always be able to change your positioning on a dime. And stuff like that. Time traps and whatnot. And Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition just has pop-ups from Ubisoft Connect whenever you do something they decide is significant that override the game. So you have to interact with them to get rid of them. And it's one of those things of like, every now and then you think you might be overreacting to something. And like you give something another chance, another shot, whatnot. And you find out, no, you were probably underreacting. Was that always there? So yeah, I've got Star Wars Outlaws, and I'm going to give it a shot on stream next year, and we'll see how we do. But it's probably still going to have that Ubisoft nonsense. Regardless, it is probably the last Ubisoft game I'm ever going to buy. Amazing, they show that with a timer of 25 seconds and then waste 5 seconds on the cutscene. I haven't seen bottles. Quick bit in. A weird way to handle that. Yeah. I imagine I will stream more Ubisoft games in the future. But they'd be older ones. I do still want to go through the Splinter Cell games. I haven't been over there at all. Okay, so that's not helpful. Not that way. As scummy as a lot of these companies are these days, sometimes it is worth remembering how they got to be as big as they are, like to become scummy. There you are. Because they made good games at one point. Thanks, Bottles. I would have thought there'd be more of a fanfare for that. Gotcha. we go. Go, 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 go. Try again. Cannot believe how tight that is. Definitely wouldn't be as bad if they didn't waste a full 5 seconds making you watch the door open. Swimming. Come on. The fixed camera perspective here is not helpful with the way the swimming works, the way the controls work. Because you are essentially on tank controls. Well, that would have made doing that other one a lot easier. Yeah, so when you're swimming, down pushes you up pushes you down, as you would generally expect. And left takes you left, right takes you right. But that's true of, like, whatever position the camera is in. Gotcha, you bastard. Where was that switch? This one? No, it wasn't this one. That one. Now I've got to find another way to fly. Yep. Or I should get hurt touching it. Oh, this one goes a little smoother. Conveniently placed. No? Alright. Well, let's go on the other pyramid. This one seems bigger. Up where? Hmm. So my first thought is that I'd need a Mumbo transformation. Maybe I've not found the Mumbo hut in this level. Not sure if there is one in every level. But getting in here required flight and had a limited time after flight to get in here. That wouldn't make sense. There it is. It's harder to grab that than it should have been. And by that I mean the snake. Harder to grab the snake than it should have been. Alright, let's go grab some red feathers. Wonder how I open that. Go. Yeah, that's a mistake. Don't do that. How do I open this door, I wonder? Still don't have a way of giving that tree water either. Well, eggs will probably clear it up. Thank you. Alright, what do we got? All 5 of those. And that's a Jiggy. Yes. I think that's everything in there. There we go. And we're safe. Yeah, still don't have a way of giving that. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Well, one's better than nothing. There we go. I was overthinking it. At least one Jiggy. It's like that camel can drink from any of this water. that the tree couldn't get to. There, now I can go in there. Camel's moved over here now. Alright. Were you gonna talk? Why did you open this door? Inside? Mm-hmm. Damn, I was sure that was going to be what I needed. Those are probably the last few notes that I need. Alright. That's how we're playing it. Where are the shoes? Yeah, these will do for the minute. So did you get Mario Galaxy set up to your satisfaction? Excellent. Played a little bit and seems to be working. Yeah. Honestly, I've not done an extensive amount of testing with that controller setup, but it seemed like it was pretty functional. I remember... Fuck. The collection looks nice, that's good. I remember how far I played testing it. I really could do with playing through Galaxy myself. And I think that's this world done. Doesn't really say, but all the Jiggys, all the notes. The only thing that I haven't done is open that door. Huh. Yeah, stream disconnected for some reason. It does that sometimes. Don't know why. Let's get this Jiggy as well. Yeah, I've never really done much of Mario Galaxy or Mario Galaxy 2. So it'd be a good idea for me to play him for myself. I think real quick we're gonna go back and do the race with that bear. Now that I have the shoes. So how'd you end up enjoying Super Mario Sunshine? I'm sorry I missed the rest of it. Oh, come on. Let's go. Listen, pal. If you're gonna start going on about how good you are being able to outpace somebody on foot while you're in a sled, you're kind of a cheap dick. There we go. Not every idea I had was terrible, definitely some bad ideas and bad execution and good ideas. Yeah. Did you go for 100%? Still missing one. Yeah, it's what I was thinking when I raced him when I was also on a sled, but I was also in a walrus body and much smaller. It's like, I would have thought he'd have the advantage going downhill and I'd have the advantage going uphill, but it really was not the case, it was the reverse. All the easily visible episodes, yeah. The frustrating thing, like, now that you've done it, I'll tell you, the frustrating thing I find with it is to actually get to the final level. It's not about how many shines you get. You have to do the 7th episode of each stage, where Shadow Mario appears and you have to chase him. And that's it. Do all of those, and then the final level opens up. And the game gives you no indication of that. So you'd go into it thinking, like Super Mario 64, all you gotta do is just get enough shines. Nope. And you're wasting your time doing that. And there's so much of it that's just really badly thought out. And the game's way too happy to just let you... The game's way too happy to just let you lose a life. Yep. Like I say, the whole losing lives for basically anything thing, also not particularly good. Yeah, I remember seeing it. I was like, oh, Teek's got 99 lives. Teek, have you cheated for this? I don't blame you. Then you've also got the question after that of why are the swimming controls worse than 64? Why is a game that's so heavily focused around water have such bad swimming controls? Bullshit. Yeah, it's really pointless. Like, it's largely just a waste of your time. Okay, come on, let's do this. No, I already got up there. I am specifically after this area. Fuck off. Yeah. I have a ROM hack called Super Mario Sunburn, which is supposed to be Lincoln Life's coins. Yeah. I have a ROM hack called Super Mario Sunburn, which I did stream once. I did stream a little bit at one point. That's supposed to open the game up a bunch more and deal with like a lot of the frustrating issues of it. And I did stream some of it once, but I really didn't find myself enjoying Super Mario Sunshine, regardless. Yeah, I can believe that. There's also the ROM hack available now, Super Mario Eclipse, which is supposed to be like a whole other game in Sunshine's engine. Which conceptually is really interesting, especially given how many Super Mario 64 ROM hacks you see. I don't think Super Mario Sunshine is inherently a bad game, I just think it's got some of the worst design choices Nintendo has ever made. Fucking Christ. Hit the fucking hat. Like, easily some of the worst design decisions in a first-party Nintendo game. I wonder if it was rushed out. Yeah, I think one of the biggest problems with it is the god-awful outweighs the fun. Wow, that wasn't even worth it. I thought with him not being here before, having spawned in after I left the episode, that he'd have a Jiggy or something. I could open this door, but I am gonna call it. Would like to stream today. I think based on how things are going in this, we've probably got, like, another stream, but probably not a long stream. I feel like there's at least another level to go through. Yeah, I'm still enjoying this. This was pretty fun. Once I got my bearings again, this was a bunch of fun. So we'll come back with this the next time we do a day stream. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey continues on the Year of RPGs, the regular streams. And we should be wrapping up the Minish Cap on the next Legend of Sunday. Should be good. Yeah, bearings.
Oh my God, I was wrong.
I think, like, looking at this, it's kind of odd. Like, what assets seem to have gotten an HD coat of paint and what hasn't. Like, the icon of Banjo and Kazooie on the top left, blurry. The Jiggy, high resolution. The feathers look high resolution. The notes don't. The life bar really doesn't. Curious. And then the Mumbo tokens above the Jiggys also really don't look like they're high resolution. An odd one. But yeah, I thank you for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Clem and Star Teak, thank you so much for joining me in Game Company. Like I say, the Year of RPGs continues with Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, where next session we should be wrapping up Sector Delphinus. Oh, Flame is here as well. Flame popped in to say hello. Legend of Sundays, we should be finishing off the Minish Cap, and I'm planning to do 4 Swords Adventures after that, which will be a nice little change of pace from standard Zelda. And I think it's quite an underappreciated game. We won't be able to play it to its maximum potential because one of those games Nintendo decided if you wanted to play... Did I say Star? If I didn't say Star, I meant Star. Thank you for being here, Star. If you wanted to play multiplayer on it, you had to have 4 Game Boy Advances and 4 link cables, which, not a common thing. Though 4 Swords Adventures at least had a better reason for that than Crystal Chronicles. Crystal Chronicles never did anything worthwhile with that. you were all still sharing the same screen anyway, and the only thing that appeared on the Game Boy Advance screen was the map. There was never a good reason for Crystal Chronicles to require the GBA link cables.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Yeah, Four Swords Adventures, which can't imagine a whole lot of people have seen. I know people look forward to. I think it's quite fun. And I think it's the best 2D Zelda aesthetic. I've said I think the Toon Link Zelda aesthetic is the best top-down with the best 2D Zelda aesthetic. And I think that's really apparent in Four Swords Adventures because it's a console game with a much higher resolution than the Minish Cap. It looks fantastic. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So there's not really anything else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. And take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.